Welcome back to day 5 of our Canadian Open Mathematical Challenge. Today I have picked a different topic. In this topic, I'm going to cover sequences and series, which is one of the most interesting area, and questions related to this topic will be asked across many aptitude and competitive exams. So what do we have here? We have a rectangle triangle arrangement of numbers. The first row has only one number, which is 0. The second row has two numbers, which is 3 and 6. The third row has three numbers. Fourth row has 4. Fifth has 5 numbers. So the ask is, we need to find the 101 rows middle number. You take 101st row. If we keep adding rows like this, derive 101st row and what is the middle number of that 101st row. This looks a bit complicated, but as I'm going to explain a little bit later, this is not as complicated as it looks to be. So why don't you just pause this video and try to solve this for yourselves. I will give you 5 minutes. Pause this for yourselves and solve this. Hope you have solved this problem on your own. So now we are going to walk through my solution and you can cross check what you have come up with. Okay, next here. Okay, we start with the series that we have, the problem that we have. Now the question was, what was the middle number of the 101st row? If you can look at this series here, and if we flatten this series, flatten means take all these numbers. Right now they are arranged in a triangular arrangement. If we can flatten this, we can write all of them in a single line. You can see that it starts with 0, next is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So what is this? This is a skip counting of 3. So if I want second term in this sequence, I can write it as 2 minus 1 times 3, which is 3. If I want third term here, I can write it as 3 minus 1 into 3, which is 6. So in this entire series, in this flattened series, we know how to find the kth term. Keep that aside, right? And what is the relation between the series that we flattened and the series that we started with? That's a question we have to ask. Let us call this staggered series and let us call this flattened series. So if you look at nth row in this flattened series, the nth row will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way till n minus 1. Sum of all these numbers and the term that comes to that sum of this number term. That will be the first number of an nth row. I will explain that with an example. For example, fourth row here, fourth row is, this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. Fourth row is starting with 18, right? So 18 is, since we are looking at fourth row, we need to look at 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is n minus 1 that I talked here. 1 plus 2 plus 3, which equals to 6 plus 1, which is 7th term of the flattened series. So if I look at the flattened series, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7th term in the flattened one is 18. Now let us look at 5th row. What 5th row is starting with? Since we are looking at 5th row, we should be looking at 1, 2, 3 up till 5 minus 1, which is 4. So if we add all of them up, it will be 3 plus 3 plus 4, which is 10, and 10 plus 1 is 11. So if I look at 11th term here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11th term is 30. So we established a relationship between the first term of an nth row and where to find that term in the series. We almost solved 50% of it. Right. Now the question is, they are asking us what is the middle number of the 101st row. So we need to find out what was the starting term of the 101st row. The first term of 101st row will be, we need to sum up similar to what we did here. We add up all the numbers plus 1, which will be equal to 5051 term in this series. And we already derived how to find an nth term for this flattened series. So if we just follow the same pattern, the first number of 101st row will be 5051 minus 1 times 3, which will be 15,150. So we establish what is the first number of 101st term, first row. But the ask here is, what is the middle number of 101st row? From this observation, the first row has 1, the second row has 2, the third row has 3, the fourth row has 4, the fifth row has 5. So 101st row will have 101 terms. Right. So since 101 row has 101 terms, the middle term will be 51st term. So we need to find what's the 51st term is. And if you look at any row, again it is a skip counting of 3. Starting from the first number, we are skip counting 3s. So the pth term of any given row will be first term plus p minus 1 times 3. So since we want to look at 101st row's middle term, we need to start with first term of 101st row and 51st term of 101st row, which will be equal to 15,150 plus 51 minus 1 times 3, which will be equal to 15,300. So these are the kind of tricky questions that are asked in Canadian Open Mathematical Challenge. So these kind of competitions help you to prepare for advanced courses when you transition from high school to university. For more content like this, please subscribe to my channel and please like my content. Thank you.